Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back for part 2 of the Mega Sableye Suspect Test on PokeaimMD. I have a little bit of a cold, but definitely well enough to record and play some Pokemon. And we have some Trick Room, which is pretty awesome considering I'm using this team by Rogopops, and it has Trick Room Jellicent, so this is actually pretty sick. Isn't this Envy's team? I think this is Envy's team. I'm pretty positive this is Envy's team. I'm actually going to lead off with Diggersby because it gets a kill. It gets a straight up kill versus his team. Hey. If I click knockoff versus Cofagrigus, I expect him to lead off with that or Reuniclus just because they are the two Pokemon. Yep. They are the two Pokemon that can beat my Medicham, otherwise Medicham actually just wins. Actually, if I kill either of those, Medicham just wins anyway. So, leads off for Reuniclus. I'm going to hit him with this Adamant Choice Banded knockoff. And it's dead. So, there's one of the Pokemon that can take on my Medicham, just straight up gone right now. And his only other Trick Room setters are these two. Porygon is going to come out. Guess this thing is going to set up Trick Room as well. I can just knock it off as well, though. I don't need him to have his Eviolite as he sets up a Trick Room. And this does allow me to go out into my Heat Ram right now. I'm also actually Cobra Berry on my Jellicent. So I want to Heat Ram because I really want Rocks up versus him, just because that Dragonite is obviously around. I could also Will-O-Wisp right here. I think that's a fair play because it hits the incoming Marowak or Crawdaunt, as Marowak is actually his play of choice. Brilliant. Brilliant, what? Since when do I say that? But now that allows me to go out to Rotom and just click the Hydro Pump. I really don't care about this Marowak at all. The fact that he has been burnt, it wasn't doing crap to me anyway. And his only other Trick Room setter is again the Porygon, which I can just Will-O-Wisp. Put that thing on a timer with that, even though he does obviously have recovery. By me doing this, he just can't come in as often versus anything. As you can see, this Rotom actually doesn't have Pain Split. Very interesting. But between Jellicent having a Cobra Berry and Water Absorb, and the fact that Cofagrigus shouldn't be able to beat Diggersby, Rocks Up is just the best play. Let's see, he doesn't get the Para as well, so I'm able to break Dragonite's Multiscale, as well as check Crawdaunt to an extent. I do expect him to go for knockoff here. I think he should. But I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp regardless, as I end up living that because my item is already gone. Nice. And we are able to burn the Crawdaunt. So it is pretty much good game right now. I don't think my opponent can win at this point. Yeah, good game. I really don't think he can win. Because even if he sacked this, right? He sacks this, Trick Room ends. I go out into Medicham, I click Fake Out. Or I can even go out to Rotom and click Volt Switch, which kills Crawdaunt. And then what I do is I go out to Diggersby, and Diggersby kills either Dragonite or Cofagrigus, depending on what comes out. And I always had Fake Out in the back. He didn't have enough turns to win at all. And Diggersby also can knock off even if Cofagrigus burns it. I think he has Envy runs HP fighting on his team, though. I'm not entirely sure. But really fast, quick game one. What the hell? Alright. This is a very interesting... No! I wanted to play the Onix offense. No. That's not fair. I never get a chance to play Onix in any other tier besides Little Cup, and I wanted to see what a big Onix that's level 100 could do. That's not fair. I expected him to be Rocks, maybe Rock Blast. Of course, we get this standard. That's not the Onix that I know and love. We have Cursed Body, not Water Absorb. That's something to note. I'm going to lead off a Rotom because I expect him to lead off a Lopunny since it's a lead that can beat Medicham. I can just straight up beat Medicham by faking it out. Also, Rotom just matches up really well versus my opponent's team, and I can burn something. So he leads off a Latios, not the best for me. He could go right for Surf. Either way, I have to go out to my Heat Ram. It's my answer to this monster. Like, straight up my answer to him. If I can bluff the Water Absorb, though, I can definitely bluff the Water Absorb. Good nickname, standard dot nickname on the Latios. Jet, okay. Yeah, it is a jet plane. JJ. Also reference to Avatar, the dude that eats twigs. Let's see if he goes right for Surf. He does hit me with a Psyshock. That is Life Orb. And what we can do is get up our Rocks right here, as he is going to switch out into Volcanion. Now, this is a really hard play for my opponent because Jellicent's right here. Honestly, I expect him to Earth Power. I'm going out to Rotom. Or double, yeah, exactly. Because Jellicent was right there. Jellicent was actually right there. So he goes Tyranitar, which is fine because I can just Will-O-Wisp right now. Whatever wants to come out. As you can see, I'm very slow Rotom as well, so I can also abuse the Trick Room. If I set up Trick Room, I think Rotom wins. Or, you know, we could just miss the Stone Edge the Will-O-Wisp, and he can hit Stone Edge. It's always fun. I mean, Diggersby is a resistance, therefore live, right? Yep, resistance, therefore live. And I'm just going to go right for the Earthquake. I'm not even going to try and predict his Landers to want to come out. It would have been great to hit that Will-O-Wisp. Tyranitar would have been gone, and my Lottie would have had some free reign. But I'm not even going to try and predict his Landers at all. I'm just going to go right for the Banded Earthquake. Try and knock out this thing if he does opt to stay in. I guess Medicham also puts in some work, so it's why it's very hard for my opponent to potentially risk his Landers right now. Because again, Medicham just gets a kill whenever it comes out. But he has his speed tiers are so much higher that he just sacks his Volcanion. Makes sense, considering I do have Jellicent. So able to get rid of the Volcanion right there. Lopunny is going to come out. And this is my switching. I do tank these high jump kicks. Okay, come on. I guess the crit didn't matter. But, wow, I didn't tank that as well as I thought I would have. We'll trick him, though, just in case. As he goes for a double high jump kick. Surprised he risked that. But we can go right out into our Medicham now. And Mega Evolve. And I think just click Ice Punch. I'm trying to hit this Landers upon switching. I think I lost at this point. So any play that potentially puts me back into the game, I have to make. So one of them includes hitting the Landers upon switching with the Ice Punch. And trying to weaken this guy to the point of quick attack sweeping him. Nice. So we're able to OHKO Landers, which is amazing. As Tornadus is going to come out. Why? He's just going to U-turn out anyway. So I'll go out into my Heatran. As he goes for Hurricane. Perfect. Because if he does that superpower, okay, fine, that might be able to knock me out. But I can Will-O-Wisp anything that wants to come in. Whether it be Tyranitar or Lopunny. Even Lottie. But he does go Tyranitar, and we are able to burn. Hopefully this lands. We are able to burn the Tyranitar. Beautiful. Beautiful. I need Diggersby's quick attack. Rotom could be healing much back up. Nah, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to sack my Rotom. As he goes for superpower. That is easily able to knock me out. And what I can do is. Medicham. Latias lives one hit from his Lopunny, so that's good. So I can go right out into my Medicham and just click high jump kick right here. I don't see a reason not to. Everything will die. Like, legit, everything will die. Lopunny isn't living, obviously. Latios will more than likely die. Tornadus can come out if it wants to. He should go out to Lopunny. I need a bit more chip damage on Lopunny if I want to beat it. I need to get off a fake out on Lopunny. That's what I need. So, Lopunny comes out. Return should be coming out here. Gotta sack my Heatran. And then I get a kill with Draco. Alternatively, he could always miss the high jump kick. If that's my play, I might as well just go for Lava Plume. Assuming he misses. Nope. And what I can do is go out to Latias and just drop a Draco. Something will die. Something will die right now. If he stays in, great. Fake out quick attack. He sacks Latios, which is his best play. I agree. And now... You don't see an item, though. What am I? I'm leftovers. Ooh. How do I win this? I need to keep this thing healthy. I'm gonna sack my Medicham. Yeah. I thought for a second he might go for the anything other than the Hurricane. Pretty much I thought for a second he might go for the knockoff, and I can get off Fake Out. But I think Bandit Quick Attack plus Life Orb should be able to knock him out. Nope. Unfortunately, that is not the case. And basically, we would have won because we would have lived Fake Out plus Return. And he even manages to potentially choke and go for Hurricane over Knockoff. And that's going to be game. So it would have been great to hit the Will-O-Wisp early on in Tyranitar and not lose my Rotom so early on in the game. But such is life. Such is Pokemon. And I don't think I can do anything about that. So, good game. Not... I mean, it's not my opponent's It's not my opponent's fault that I missed the move, right? It's not his fault at all. Anyway, let's look for another one as we have Byron. The clean Lopunny matchup. Oh god, I hate that Pokemon versus this team. Why did Jellicent get 2 KO by high jump kick, bro? I thought aren't you physically defensive? I gotta put more physical defense on this thing. The term physically defensive should mean that you take a hit. I can't even put more physically defense on this. Look at this. You should be able to take this hit. Jellicent on its own can win this game as well. I just got to weaken Thundurus and Tangrowth. But we have to lead off a Rotom for that specific reason. Because again, Lopunny is a huge threat versus this team. And I want to be able to Will-O-Wisp something. Justin's a great spin blocker in this game, though, especially if he's defensive Starmie. I obviously have Shadow Ball to threaten it, get up rocks. Healing Wish in the back can help as well. I expect Byron to lead off with potentially Thundurus, Lopunny, and Tangrowth. I think those are the best leads that he can lead off versus my team that have a good matchup. Also, Bandit Diggersby 2 KOs everything. Like, easily. Easily. Tangrowth, 2 KO'd. Metagross, 2 KO'd. I'm talking about a return, guys. I'm talking about a return. Metagross probably needs just a bit of chip damage, but Jellicent checks for the most part. It's a really cool team, though. Hopefully I can do it some justice throughout the course of this live. Byron, you good, buddy? Where you going? Where you going, Byron? Or is it pronounced Byron? That boy dipped. Byron. Byron. Byron, please. Come back. Welcome back. Byron is back. Let's see if you can beat the timer, though. Hold up. You're on a timer right here. Can you beat it, though? Sorry about that. Oh, it's okay. But, bro, you better pick him on, otherwise you're about to lose. I'm not turning off the timer. This is a competitive game. There is a Tangrowth lead. Not good for me. But we are going to Volt Switch right here. And get up our young rocks. Mom Spaghetti. Hey, he could very well actually. This is probably physically defensive with Sleep Powder, thinking about it. Considering he's so weak to Excadrill. Regardless, I'm Volt Switching right here. I'm glad my boy Byron came through in the last 10 seconds of his life. Oh, thank you, friend. Use the same face right back at him. You know what I'm saying? What if he's max speed, Tangrowth? I have lost my Rotom. Don't be the case. Thank you. It's crazy because Heatran actually puts in so much work even with its air balloon. So I'm kind of debating not going Heatran. But at the same time, it's my answer. So I can't. Yeah, there's a knockoff. And he gets a crit, unfortunately. Turn 1. That's fine, though. I can get up my Stealth Rock, at least. Starmie, again, doesn't beat me very well because I do have Jellicent in the back to spin block. And, but you know what does beat me, though? That's Lopunny. Goes hard on the Starmie. I kind of expect him to double right here because Jellicent's right here, or show Toxic if he does have it. I'm going to go for Lava Plume just to see what he would do. Because if he does double out the Tangrowth or Thundurus, going for Lava Plume is a great play. Just knowing I have Jellicent in the back. And also if he's offensive, then he'd go for Thunderbolt or something like that. Or he would double if he is defensive. Or throw off Toxic if he has it. So I really want to scout for that as well. So, yeah, there's a Scald. That is 100% defensive Starmie, which I'm able to land the burn on, which is pretty cool. And what we can do is go right out to Jellicent right here. And just spin block. Also with that burn damage, he will be dying to... It's crazy how he can Scald burn my Jellicent. Very good play. I think he should have made that double earlier, but he definitely got me right there. Well played, well played. Right back out in Heatran we go, though. Actually, the fact he's defensive, he's probably going to go for Sleep Powder here, if anything. Or Knock. I don't know. Oh, there's a Sleep Powder miss, unfortunately, on my opponent's side. And what I want to do is actually double out to Rotom, expecting him to want to go out to Starmie here and just get some momentum going up. Just to get a little bit of chip Stealth Rock damage going on. So, there is a Heatran of his own, actually. Okay, that's cool. I can just Hydro Pump this thing and don't really mind. Don't mind. Look at this. No Pain Split. We don't need that. Not necessary. We have Healing Wish in the back, obviously. So I'm definitely just going to Hydro Pump this Heatran. It should be a near 2-hit KO. God bless you to my dad in the back. Oh, as I unfortunately get a crit. That's crazy. So I OHKO the Heatran with crit Hydro Pump. No idea what type of Heatran that was that it died to crit Hydro Pump. Definitely was like max speed, if anything. But Heatran being gone is great. That's one of his answers to return. And I'm actually going to Will-O-Wisp because I do tank any one hit he wants to go for, whether it be Giga Drain or not. And I just want to burn this thing as he goes for Knock. So, like I said, the fact that he is burnt, great. It helps my Metacham a ton. God bless you to my dad in the back one more time. I'd be sneezing myself, but you know, I'm holding it in. I'm holding it in. It's fine. It's fine. As he does go right for the Giga Drain. And the thing is now, he doesn't have good doubles. He doesn't have good doubles for Heatran. Because every single time Starmie comes in, I have a spin blocker, and the chance that Lava Plume can obviously burn Starmie as well. We are just going to go right out to Jellicent on what I'm expecting to be a Recover. Nice. And we're just going to throw off a Shadow Ball right here. Just to see if he has Toxic or not. Also, if he wants to go Tangrowth, we could potentially 2-hit KO it. Because I don't think he's Assault Vest since he does have Sleep Powder, so obviously he's not Assault Vest. Does that make sense? That should make sense. I actually want to Scald. Why? How do you know? Get disabled. How do you know I wasn't like speedy Jellicent? Wow. But I can recover up right here. I'm really surprised that he opted to go for the Giga Drain, considering Jellicent's usually faster. And what I expect him to do is actually double out right there. But what I can do right here is Trick Room up. If he stays in, then he has to hit a Sleep Powder if anything. And if he switches out, again, I burn the immediate turn of Sleep by going for the Trick Room right there, and Tangrowth is gone. So, not a bad turn for me at all. And I can still get Wake Up really nicely versus like Starmie and even Metagross potentially, depending on its set. I think so. Anyway, I think that'll happen. Alternatively, what could happen right here is he goes Lopunny and wins the game if he's Power Punch. That's definitely something that could happen. But I'm known for getting the first turn wakes when I want to. So when Jellicent wants to wake up, I'll make sure. Thundurus does come out. If it's Nasty Plow, I don't think it's that much of a big deal. I can sack my Heat Ran right here. It already got his rocks, and he's not. You're literally not spinning. He just let his Thundurus take damage because I'm going right back out into my Jellicent. I'm going to burn some sleep turns. Not only am I going to burn sleep turns, I can get up a Trick Room if I want to. Yeah. That's not going to do crap. And I disable Scald too. Beautiful Mon. Beautiful, lovely Mon. And we'll just throw off a Scald of our own. Because whether Thundurus comes in, Lopunny, or Metagross, if I do manage to wake up, Scald does have a chance to burn. We all know. Hashtag Team Scald. Second best move in the game behind Thunder Wave. Yeah, and there's the wake. There's the wake. And what I can do is Trick Room up right here. I think it's time to reveal it. Actually, I can afford to just Scald again. I just know his entire set. He doesn't have Toxic. So I'm going to Scald again. I could Trick Room and abuse it right here, but getting off damage on Lopunny, beautiful. And I want to Trick Room later when he has less Pokemon. Because I always get in Jellicent versus Starmie. And again, just getting potentially a Scald Burn on Lopunny, or not letting Thundurus come in, or even Metagross for free. Great. I think my play is fine. Yeah, there's Metagross. Let's see if we are able to catch this Scald Burn. We are able to catch the Scald Burn on what is more likely Assault Vest Metagross, because I did 15. And again, yeah, it's Assault Vest Metagross. So not only do we beat it 1v1, but we beat it 1v1. Straight up. I love Jellicent. Jellicent's putting in the finest of work this game. Ridiculous. And it is Assault Vest Metagross. Scald did 15. So switches out to Starmie on the Shadow Ball. And you do not beat me. Now it's appropriate to go for the Trick Room. He's going for Scald Burns. Makes sense. He has failed to get them though. What I'm thinking about doing is Scalding here because Lopunny could definitely come out, but I just ended up clicking Shadow Ball anyway, and obviously it worked out for me because Starmie died. Rocks are here to stay. The Lopunny can definitely come out. Thundurus actually ends up coming out. Same thing as before. We just sacked the Heat Ran. We definitely sack Heat Ran to the Thunderbolt, as that is Life Orb, and we go right out to Diggersby though? Nah, we go right out to Diggersby, and we click Return, and we get a kill. Metagross does not live Bandit Return plus Rocks plus Burn. No way. Thundurus is in range of Quick Attack anyway, and it's limited on its switch-ins due to Stealth Rock, and its own Life Orb is obviously hindering it, so when it comes back in, if it does opt to switch out, it only has 2 hits left. Yep. Like I said, there's no way. This is Adamant Choice Bandit Huge Power. There's no way you live that plus Stealth Rock plus Burn. So that goes down beautifully. Lopunny's going to come out. We're going to sack our Rotom to the Fake Out because I don't think we died to Fake Out plus Power Punch. He has to Fake Out here. Yep. We don't die to Fake Out plus Power Punch, so we force him to attack us. I can Thunderbolt here safely, getting off damage to the point where I put him in range of Fake Out from Medicham plus Quick Attack. So it's a win-win for me, I think. I also just click Side Shock with Latias and win, so that's also another thing. Everything just dies to that. That's actually what I'm going to do next, depending on what happens right here. If he does Power Up Punch, then I can just proceed to Fake Out with Medicham. And then Quick Attack and win. Twice. So what you going to do, Byron? What are you thinking about doing here, buddy? Oh, pal of mine. There's the high jump kick, as it should be. Yep. And we go out to Latias, unless he freezes me with Ice Punch, which return is stronger than anyway. Unless he freezes me with it, we're good to go. And Side Shock will be able to knock out Lopunny as well as Thundurus. So I'm not sure what he's going to do right here. Again, it has to go, luck has to play the factor right here. But also, he also has to crit Jellicent, because Jellicent also lives any hit. I said also like 50 times, didn't I? But Jellicent has to live, or Jellicent can live any hit, throw off a Scald, and what that does is 100% put in range of Fake Out plus Quick Attack. 100%. So, I love how Medicham hasn't been doing as much as like something like Diggersby or Heatran or Lottie. Jellicent put the team on its back in this game, though, for real. Curse Body activating on Giga Drain. Surprised he also, like I said, I'm surprised he stayed in with Tangrowth, considering you can't tell my team is actually half Trick Room. Because look how fast some of my Mons are. So, there is the Thundurus sack. And all I gotta do is sack Jellicent to Fake Out plus attack. Yep. I live a high jump kick as well. I can go right for Trick Room. And then just Scald. Trick Room, though, ensures that Diggersby gets its last kill. I definitely love a high jump kick, too. Can't believe crit did like 80 something, though. That's crazy. I mean, his high jump kick regularly does about like 58 to 60 something. What the hell? So that was a high roll crit that he got last time, yeah. So, the last dude. Anyway, I also live a quick attack, and like I said, I throw off a Scald. Hashtag Team Scald. Oh my god, always burning. Never. Now, I also managed to curse body him on that, and the crit obviously makes it that I win with this. So, good lord. Jellicent put the team on its back. Oh my god, I definitely got lucky with that thing. But that's why Curse Body is also such a cool ability. Oh, by the way, guys, this is obviously on the Mega Sableye Suspect Test ladder. So if you want to leave your opinion on that, I'll link the thread down below on what's going on there. But basically, obviously, it's being suspect tested. Mega Sableye. So if you guys want to check that out, link is down below. I'll just fake out here. Medicham wins the game, so I don't know if I'll sack it to the explosion. I'm thinking about it though. I'm really thinking about like not caring about Medicham. Like it does win, it beats everything, but I'm just gonna click high jump kick. I don't care. If he wants to explode, fine. If he gets a rocks, I kill him with the. Oh, I didn't kill him. No, that's not good. Well, now we go out to Jellicent on the explosion. I really thought that would kill. I mean, he's definitely max HP, obviously. Very good play on his part. Solid play on his part, predicting my Jellicent to want to come out. Very, very good play. But I click Scald anyway because I have Colder Berry, and then we get the burn. That's how you win games out here, folks. Get rid of the biggest threat to my team. Oh, God, it didn't burn. No. No Shadow Ball here. And what I can do is go out to my boy Heatran and get up these young rocks. And it doesn't like Rotom win or Diggersby win, so yeah, we'll get up these rocks. He could stay in if he wants to, I suppose. I don't know, I think he'd sack Azelf if anything. Maybe Diancie. I definitely thought that... I'm not Adamant Medicham, am I? No, I'm Jolly. Okay, that makes sense. Adamant Medicham, I'm pretty sure kills like with Fake Out into High Jump Kick on max HP Azelf like 100% of the time. Or at least something close to that. Yeah, nice. So, rocks are up. Beautiful. I could just Lava Plume right here. Surprised he Sucker Punched, but at least we're able to kill Azelf as well as weaken Thundurus, weaken Diancie. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm also slower than Diancie, unfortunately. Very slow team. At some points, anyway. Toxicroak does come out. Anticipation, Terrakion. And I could just Will-O-Wisp this. Yeah, he's able to knock me out with the Drain Punch. However, Medicham gets to come out. This is my friend. This is my friend, Medicham. This is definitely my friend. We go right for High Jump Kick. Excuse me, Zen Headbutt right here. Get our kill. Diancie dies to Zen Headbutt twice. He has to sack Azelf, yep. So I didn't High Jump Kick there. Landorus can come out if it wants to. Or Thundurus. I think Landorus will come out. Pretty sure Landorus is going to go for U-turn though when it comes out. Probably Scarf Landorus, if anything. Thundurus can come out too, I suppose, if it wants to. Medicham's so strong, man. I love this Pokemon so much. Landorus does come out. Very tempted to predict him a U-turn or knock off, predicting my Rotom and go right for High Jump Kick, but I think Zen Headbutt is just a better play. Assuming he does predict my Rotom, he would either knock off or U-turn. And then I Zen Headbutt and potentially pick up a kill. Like, Rotom's so obvious in the back. He actually just opts to Earthquake. So either way, I get off damage on him for the point where Quick Attack knocks him out. And now I go out to Diancie and click Psyshock twice. I really want to predict him to switch. Like, Rotom is so obvious. You should switch out. He should switch out. Maybe I could put his team in range of Quick Attack. We're going to make the Lottie play. Very safe. Very, very safe. Because now Toxicroak could be a threat, to potentially. I wouldn't want to predict him to switch, though. He should. I'll make the Lottie play. Yeah, it's the safest play. It gets me kills with Psyshock, too, so. I'm good with that. And we already know he's Scarf. 100%. I want to keep rocks up as well for Thundurus. Landorus as well, because Landorus will go down to Quick Attack. Hit the -1. Diancie is going to come out, as it should. That does nothing. That did nothing. We'll just Psyshock again, because he can't kill me. If he... Ooh, rock... Oh, wait, what? Do you have Protect? Because you're definitely not faster than me. What? 218... Oh, never mind. I'm dumb. My bad. I forgot 218 max doubled, obviously. I don't know why I was thinking about Trick Room Diancie for a second, but either way, I can click Quick Attack right here. I will be able to kill Diancie. It does a crap load to Thundurus, and it will smack the Toxicroak as well upon switching. I think Quick Attack cleans. Well, he has to go for Drain Punch with Toxicroak, obviously. But Quick Attack will be able to knock out Diancie. Landorus will go down to it as well. Thundurus does not knock me out. He has to go Toxicroak here, though. If he goes Landorus, then I Quick Attack that and kill that. He also doesn't know if I'm banning. That could be Silk Scarf. Well, I guess people don't think about Diggersby that much. Like, I always take into account the fact that it could be Silk Scarf, because I used SD Silk Scarf Diggersby in the past and put in so much work. I forgot how slow regular Diancie is, but obviously 218 max speed, so doubled is obviously faster than Latias. That was my fault. I don't know why. I was thinking it's so slow. It really is, though. So what we'll do here is go out into our Rotom on the expected... I think we go out to Rotom on the expected... Crap, man, why can't I say it? We go out to Rotom on the expected HP Ice. Or Grass Knot, that works too. That's not going to do much. And now we click... Let me click. I'm trying to figure out, does Thunderbolt kill after Life Orb? That's some nice damage. Super effective, right? I like this guy. He's funny. Thundurus. Let's just assume that's what it is. Hydro Pump. Yeah, I have to go for Hydro Pump. I do live Thunderbolt. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. Well, now I have to save Rotom as fodder. If he Focus Blast here, which is a good play. Yeah, but he doesn't. Pretty sure Quick Attack from Diggersby kills, but... Diggersby, oh, you physical attacker. Quick Attack. That's Life Orb. So Choice Band should kill. God, why is that so strong? Yeah, this definitely kills, so. Goodbye! It comes down to a few... Yeah, Toxicroak is coming out. I have to sack Rotom right here. To the Drain Punch. Wish it was Life Orb Toxicroak, man. This would be so much easier. Then I go out to Metacham and Fake Out. This should also kill Landorus as well. Considering it was Scarf. And now I think I gotta outplay some Sucker Punches. So I Fake Out a couple times. He goes right for Drain. Did not care at all. Good lord. Is he Choice? Does Diggersby straight up die to this? I'm max HP. I don't know if he's Choice. What item are you? Okay, so Drain Punch without a Life Orb. 77 to 91%. Well, obviously I have to click return. Yeah, my boy Diggersby coming through. You're not focused Ash randomly. Nice. Good game. Diggersby came through in the end. I think I made the correct plays, sort of. I wish I had the Hydro Pump. Maybe that would have been bad for me. I'm glad max HP Diggersby though. I didn't not mean to say it like that. I'm pretty sure he was Jolly too. So, I was living that. He did nothing, so I'm pretty sure it was Jolly. And now we get the Medicham team. That's always fun. This automatically means Jellicent's just a great lead. Jellicent does so well versus my opponent's team. Thank you, friend. And this will be the last game of the live, but Jellicent does so well versus my opponent's team. Ridiculously well, even. Like right here. I'm actually not going to let him burn me. He wants to do that, yeah. I'd rather go out to my own rotom. I get a slow burn off too, which is beautiful. Which is absolutely lovely. Latios comes out. Lovely. Now I do have Heatran as an easy switch in. I think he'd predict that, but I'm just going to Volt Switch regardless of what he wants to do. Yeah, he drops a Draco. That's completely fine. I couldn't risk going Heatran if he was Surf. Pretty sure it's Surf. But we'll be able to go out to my Heatran now. And whenever Medicham comes in, we get a kill. So we'll be able to go out to Heatran now. And just start high jump kicking with my Medicham. Keldeo, no! We'll go right out to Lottie. Right into Lottie, actually. The fact that we're leftovers also helps a little bit with Keldeo. There's the double into Latios. I mean, if you risk this, that's fine, because I go back down to Heatran on the Draco or the Defog. Yeah, this works out like pretty perfectly for me, because again, I could just click the Lava Plume right here. If he wants to stay in rocks, it's fine as well. Latios is obviously in range. He lets me Lava Plume the Jirachi, and I burn it, so great turn for me. Absolutely amazing turn for me. And I really do want chip damage, so I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp right here, as opposed to going for the potential Lava Plume and potentially burning him, but I don't get to get it off. We'll be able to go out to Lottie, though, on the Icy Win. Smart play going for Specs Icy Win, but I don't think that matters. Obviously, I have... Well, one Medicham is, I think, the play I'm going to make, because I expect him to go Rotom right here. Predicting me to want to go out to Jellicent. Nice. So I'm able to bring in my Medicham. We're going to be able to fake out and then just high jump kick the hell out of something. Something is about to die. Jirachi? Fine. If that is your fodder, you have chosen Jirachi. And Jirachi will die. Goodbye! So no Healing Wish for my opponent as well, which means Lottie is pretty much dead. And again, I can't risk Jellicent because Medicham is a threat. But the great thing is, Jellicent beats Keldeo, it beats Landorus, because I'm obviously Colbur. Also, Landorus doesn't kill me, so I can Ice Punch if Landorus comes out. Keldeo comes out. Nice. I think I'm just going to go right out to Jellicent. I don't see a reason not to. If he doubles into Rotom, so be it. I'll reveal that I do indeed have the I don't have the cursed body. I do have the cursed body, excuse me. So it doesn't burn me, thankfully. And what I can do is just recover off the damage that he wants to do. It's still switching. See, this is where a game where Water Absorb would obviously be best, because I 100% would wall Keldeo. But that is not what I have, obviously. So Rotom's gonna come out. I don't want to pop the air balloon just yet. We'll go out to my Latios. If he Thunder Waves, he Thunder Waves. I know he's dual status, but he actually opts to go for the Will-O-Wisp. So I'll be able to get my kill with Draco right now, or at least weaken Rotom to the point where I knock out something with Draco. Lottie dies. Landorus should die, or at least really close to dying. He can't come in on rocks anymore. I kind of wish I had Recover on this thing. I kind of wish I could Healing Wish myself. I'm keeping Heatran alive, by the way, just because he can't click Earthquake with Landorus, and Latios is checked. So we'll drop a Draco, depending on what my opponent wants to do right here. Opts to stay in with Rotom, completely fine, as he goes for Hydro Pump and unfortunately misses, which means I will again be able to pick up a KO right here, because -2 should be able to knock out Rotom at that range. Landers is also going to take a crap ton of damage, so. And I even crit. Oh my god, I crit Scarf Landers. That's so bad for my opponent. That sucks, though. I agree. It was pretty like a poor play on his part, just because one, it gave me the option to crit it, and two, it also weakened Landers enough to the point where quick attack would just smack it. But it just sucks. It really does. So Medicham comes out. He might go for Zen Headbutt here, if anything. I should keep this live because it does a lot of work. No, it's a 12, so it's going to die. I'm just going to drop a Draco, second Zen Headbutt. He could fake out if he wants to. Yeah. Also, the fact that he is adamant Medicham, because it's a blunder team, I know Jolly Medicham would do so well. So I can just go out to my own Medicham and click fake out. Rotom dies, Latios dies. His own Medicham takes a 10 million from this. So nothing wants to come in on this. And then I just click Trick Room up with Jellicent and I win the game once I get a hit off on Keldeo. And Keldeo can never beat me. So again, that crit sucks so much, man. But I don't think he should have went out to Landers there. I think he should have potentially just sacked Rotom. Since Rotom doesn't do much. Yeah, it beats everything technically, but doesn't like necessarily. If that makes sense? I don't know. But he sacks the Latios. Nice. That's going to go down. Keldeo is going to come out. Jellicent's always the play. As we eat up the Hydro Pump. And we can do is just go for Recover right here. Recover just allows me to repeatedly come in on that Mon. And Rotom could have Pain Split. I don't think his is, though, if it's Blunders. I think he just Will-O-Wisp right here, so I get a Lava Plume, if anything. And if he goes for the Volt Switch, that's fine. Because if he goes out to Medicham, for example, that gives me a switch into my own Medicham. And what I can do is just Lava Plume here. If he wants to go for a Jump Kick or Thunderbolt, that's fine. And we're able to get off the Lava Plume, which does so much. We even get the burn on him, which is ridiculous. And that's pretty much game. Because I can sack this to High Jump Kick. Medicham is not going to come in anymore. Nothing's going to come in on Fake Out. The second that Keldeo takes a Fake Out, everything dies to Quick Attack. Everything already dies to Quick Attack once Keldeo comes in. So, I go for Fake Out here. I get my kill. If you're running Thunder Punch, by the way, always run Adamant Medicham. That's how you're going to be smacking those slow bros. That's definitely how you're going to be doing damage. Keldeo can come out if it wants to. It is pretty much walled. I feel like he'd double right here if anything, but yeah, he does double. But I don't think that matters at all. Because I go right out into my Medicham. Regardless if he burns or Volt Switches. Actually, if he Volt Switches, is worse for him. Because I let Keldeo take the damage with Fake Out to the point where Shadow Ball knocks it out. So I could have Trick Roomed up at any given point. Also, Faking Out puts him in range of Quick Attack. Basically, going out to Medicham is my best play. No matter what my opponent does. Whether it be Will-O-Wisping me. Because unless I miss, I win. And if he goes for Volt Switch, he goes out to Keldeo. And Keldeo takes the damage with Fake Out, which means that I win with Quick Attack. So it was essentially game right there. I could probably kill him with Quick Attack right there, but I'm going to make the safe play of going on to my Jellicent. Because it is just the best play. And now we just click Shadow Ball because that kills Rotom, as well as weakens Keldeo to the point of Quick Attack 100%. And that's game. Doesn't even kill Jellicent. Jellicent dies to Team Skull right there. Best move. Oh, in my opinion, I like it better than Knockoff. And I can just go out into Diggersby right here and just click Quick Attack, and that would be game. So definitely got very, very fortunate. But not only Hydro Pump missing. Oh, thank you, friend. Not only Hydro Pump missing on Latios, but it also gave me the opportunity to crit him with Draco on Landorus. I don't think Landorus should have been switched into that there, though, because obviously there was a chance of critting. And, you know, it's Pokemon, so it's bound to happen, right? But I don't think he should have switched into Landorus that turn, just because even that damage is so good for Fake Out from Medicham, or even Quick Attack from Diggersby. But it was definitely a good game, and I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Shout out to Rogopops for the team. It will be linked down below if you guys want to go ahead and use it. Also, you can feel free to tell me your opinion on the Sableye Suspect Test Ladder. I definitely go through the comments, and it's interesting to see what you guys think. But in any case, guys, goodbye.